I'm back with another quick video. We're gonna talk about light skinned men and y'all biggest flaw, and light skinned people as a whole, including light skinned women, but especially light skinned men. Which a lot of light skinned guys I know don't really fall for this trap, but some of us do. Is basically you can't to black people. I'm talking about to dark skinned people. You cannot change the way that you're perceived by a group of people who don't want to change the way that you're perceived. All right. Dark skinned people will always paint light skinned men as frail, effeminate, and soft. All right. No matter how many niggas you knock out, how many niggas you kill, if you want to participate in Blackistan, know how many times you jump from the free throw line and dunk a basketball, they will always paint you in that way because they don't want you to not be that way. That makes sense. Shout out to the brother Forlight, because Forlight did a live about this months back. And basically, it was some podcast that they were doing. And this guy was trying to paint light-skinned men as frail, soft, and effeminate and weak in front of a bunch of light-skinned women, which a lot of light-skinned women fall for the okie doke. But this dark-skinned girl brought up the fact that this nigga got beat up by like a whole lot of light-skinned dudes throughout their childhood. But notice how this nigga still would call light-skinned dudes soft because they want that. That's the perception they want on light-skinned men. So if you're trying to prove yourself to dark-skinned people or light-skinned women, you can never change that perception to a group of people who do not want that perception to change of you. That's my point of this video. The only way light-skinned men and women can get respect from dark-skinned people and from other groups of people is if y'all come together and counter these attacks that y'all get and support one another and call out these interlopers. That's the only way that y'all can get respect as a group of people. Not sitting there trying to sell each other out and all this other shit. That doesn't work. But that's one of light-skinned men's biggest flaws is this next topic I want to talk about. This ain't even the biggest flaw because I don't even see light-skinned dudes like this too much. Some of them do, especially the one who was born in Blackistan. They are like that. But I'm going to talk about light-skinned men's biggest flaw in this next clip. All right, here I go. If you brothers haven't seen this video, go check this video out. I just posted it. But this guy right here, shout out to the brother Lorenzo. This is light-skinned men's biggest flaw. Light-skinned people as a whole, but especially light-skinned men's biggest flaw. Let's read what this brother said. He said everything he said in this video was true, but this is going to come off as him begging light-skinned women to like light-skinned men. I agree with that. But this is light-skinned men's biggest flaw right here. No homo. Light-skinned men are obsessed with they're always worried about how they come off to people. All right? That's y'all biggest flaw. Light-skinned men have been brainwashed by dark-skinned men and women and light-skinned women. They're light-skinned mothers and sisters and shit. That if they speak about their issues together, they're going to be perceived as soft, as sensitive, as frail. And they've been duped and brainwashed and programmed into that. But if you look at these other groups of men, they don't shame each other like that. That's only for light-skinned men. Asian men cannot wait for Asian women to diss them so they can make a podcast dissing them back or humiliating them or whatever the hell they do. Same thing with black men. But when you do it, you're worried about how you're going to come off. All right? Y'all afraid to step on people's toes. Y'all afraid to in the black community, y'all afraid y'all going to be perceived as arrogant to black women. So y'all try to act all humble, thinking that's going to get you somewhere. Because y'all afraid of how you guys are going to come off. There's way too many light-skinned boys who are being harassed and humiliated in school by all groups of people and by women. And also, it's also a lot of light-skinned girls who are going through the same thing. It's also them who are also being sexually assaulted and doing things that they don't want to do just because light-skinned men and women are too worried about how they're going to come off to other people. and always trying to walk on eggshells. It's not about how you come off. That sounds so gay. That sounds gay as fuck. It's about telling the truth. And a lot of light skinned cats don't want to tell the truth because they feel they're going to get attacked by everybody. But it's too late for that because whether you say it or not, you're going to get attacked anyway, buddy. You're going to get harassed anyway. So you're better off standing up for yourself. But that's light skinned men's biggest flaw. Not speaking the truth and not being authoritative when they're speaking it, if that makes sense, and not getting on these platforms and telling the truth. All right, but they've been brainwashed by that community to not speak the truth and to hold stuff in. And, they think being persecuted like this is normal. That shit is not normal. Look at any other group of men on the planet Earth. Why, out of all fucking ethnic groups and races and nations, you are the only group of men on the planet Earth who experiences this shit? That's it. You don't see Indian men going through no shit like this with their women, or not just with women, just with people in general. People going against them and in media and harassing them being powerless. What about Asian men? You don't see that shit. You don't even see it amongst dark-skinned men like that. You don't see this with white men, with Nigerian men, and it's only specifically you. And they can pull it off because you're too worried about how you're going to come off, or how you're going to be perceived as too corny or soft, or whatever stereotypes they place on blackest and has placed on you, upon you. All right, but we have to get out of that. But I'll see you on the next one.